Hey guys, Matthew here. So this is Module 5 and we're going to talk about drawing. And I'm going to introduce a code that I've written to explain a concept. So this is just a conceptual video, so don't worry if you you don't know how to do the thing I'm doing, because I had to use computer programming to do it. Don't freak out. I'm just showing you a concept. So this is a drawing of a cube. And I'm allowed to, in my script that I've written, I'm allowed to change the size and the degree in which it's kind of projecting. So here it is flat on, so this is my cube, and then if I wanted to look at it as an elevation, it has a 0-degree transformation. And then if I wanted to go all the way to the top, it would be a flat line. So this is pretty much the foundation of parallel projection, and there's a few important numbers that you need to be able to recall from this. 15 degrees will give you something called a dimetric, if I remember correctly. I've never had to use it. It looks really fat. I'm not a big fan of it. 30 degrees is a isometric, and it is my favorite one, and this is the one you'll be doing for the assignment. And then at 45 degrees you have an axonometric. So what is so good about all of these kind of projections? One, it's codable, which is pretty useful, but it's a measured drawing. So if I say put this to 30 degrees, and let's draw this ourselves, okay? So a line is 30 degrees along this axis and 30 degrees along this axis. So let's come here, and I'm going to draw a line that is 10 units long, right? Because I'm obsessed with that for some reason, and I'm going to rotate that by 30 degrees. There we go. And I'll delete the original. And then I will mirror that. There we go. And I'll draw a line that's 10 units vertical. Then do the exact same thing for the center, and then draw another line across here. I can mirror that, and I can mirror all this, and I'll get a isometric cube. So it's very, very important that this is the isometric equivalent of a box that is 10 by 10 by 10. So this drawing here is the equivalent of this box here as an isometric projection. So the useful thing about isometric is that you can just type isometric into RHINO and it'll do it for you. So if I click isometric, it'll ask me for a compass position. Doesn't really matter which one I choose, but there we go. So this looks the same as, let me put this on shaded so we don't see the back of it. This looks the same as this cube here, and it's 10 units by 10 units by 10 units, 10 units by 10 units by 10 units. So it's a measured drawing, and it's a drawing that's actually quite easy to produce in RHINO. An issue you might have with using the isometric tool is that if you've got to be very, very careful with the way you go over. See how now it says top view is in blue? If I click on one of these, it might edit the top view. So you've got to make sure that you are on parallel. So the trick I use to make sure that I'm always doing the view that I want to do is to go up to the command line like this, vertically up from the perspective view, and then to the command line. So isometric, up, and then choose the one I want, just to make sure I don't edit one of these other views. If I wanted to change my view back to a camera-based view, we'll get into that in the next video. So, yep, see you in the next video.